everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm here to talk about something called the Buddy Project. Now, if you're here and you've never heard about it before, the Buddy Project is basically a non-profit organization fighting towards the destigmatization of mental illness and the prevention of self-harm and suicide, mainly focused around teens. They do this by pairing people together as buddies based off common interests and age. Now, the Buddy Project is just an amazing organization and I really wanted to talk about it and put emphasis about how amazing it is, so why not make a video about it, you know? And I've always tried to put myself into the activism community because I believe that everyone deserves equal rights, but I've always had a hard time doing that because of my age and my accessibility. I mean, anyone can be an activist, but I felt like I wasn't doing it enough, you know? I felt like I wasn't putting myself out there enough and that I wasn't like doing as much as I could. So I'll tell you my whole story about the Buddy Project and how I got involved. To get into that story, I actually did an English presentation about my experience with the Buddy Project and how I got into it, so I thought I would just share that with all of you, even if there's just one viewer. Maybe this will be impactful, maybe it won't. I'm stuttering. I'm just gonna go into it because I know the speech pretty well. I often lend my voice to people when they don't have one. Let me explain. I grew up with a brother who was nonverbal, and since his voice was taken away from him at a young age, I dedicated my life to giving him my own. As he grew older, and as did I, he started needing me less and less, and I didn't know what to do with my voice. I mean, I spoke out for myself sometimes. I mean, everyone works on that throughout their lifetime, but there was just something missing, and it wasn't enough. So I started reaching out to communities that looked like they needed help, like the LGBTQ plus community and like people of color and communities of those sorts which were being silenced. I tried to give them my voice, so if they felt like they weren't being heard, they could maybe try and speak through mine and see if that was better, or I could just listen to them so they could feel as if their voices were being heard. And so I did that for a while, but I was like instantly overwhelmed by the number of people who needed help. So I started reaching out to sub-communities within these communities. I started reaching out towards the youth. You see, if you look into any of these communities, you'll see they have extremely high numbers of suicide, self-harm, and things along those lines. I started using social media like Twitter to reach out to these people, and once I did that, I was once again very overwhelmed by the number of people who needed help, and it crushed me that I couldn't help everyone. So I was thinking about this and I was going through Twitter one day, and that's when I came across the Buddy Project. Again, to repeat, the Buddy Project is a non-profit organization fighting towards the destigmatization of mental illness and the prevention of self-harm and suicide, mainly focused around teens. They do this by pairing people together as buddies based off common interests and age. Now, when I first stumbled across this Twitter page, I was like, is this a scam? Are they gonna ask for like my Twitter password? Is this only for people who like are on the verge of suicide? So I just watched it for a few months and I saw how truly it just saved lives. It was like so many people were reaching out and being like, hey, thank you, because without my buddy I probably wouldn't have been able to push through these hard times. And they were real people saying this, and so I was like, before I start recommending this to other people, I need to do it myself, because the Buddy Project is not just for people who are feeling suicidal, and it is not an alternative to therapy. It's just for people to be able to make friends. Either if you are perfectly fine and you're perfectly happy and you're just content with life, that's okay, sign up. If you're really sad and you're feeling down and you just want friends, sign up. It's really welcoming community, and they're so inclusive to all genders, sexualities, socioeconomic status, etc. And so going back, I clicked the link in the bio, and I clicked the link on a tweet and it brought me to the thing, and I put my interests. You have 3 options, and one of them will be used to pair you up with a buddy. And then I put my age, and I put my email, and I put my Twitter handle, and then I waited. And then I was paired up with someone, which I'm not going to say their name because I'm not sure if they would appreciate that. So and we don't really talk much anymore. But they were my first buddy, and they're just the sweetest, nicest person. And although we don't keep contact anymore, I do hold that interaction pretty dear to my heart because it's what introduced me to the Buddy Project. And the person I was paired up with wasn't necessarily like extremely sad or anything. Like I said before, it can just be someone seeking a friend, and that is perfectly okay. And so after that, I paired up again, then I met one of my best friends, which again, I should have asked beforehand if I can mention their name in a video, but I'll just mention them in a later video if I ever do a part 2 of the Buddy Project, talking about it. So, I met them and they're just my best friend, and we've been talking for probably 6 or 7, maybe 8 months, 7 or 8 months now, and they are one of my best friends, and I really love them. And it really just goes to show like what this Buddy Project can do. It's just for like anyone. And personally, I first signed up just because I wanted to test it out for other people. Then I started signing up because I wanted to help other people, and I've been able to hand out this resource to people who I feel like need it. And I've had people reach back out to me saying like, thank you so much, this is so amazing, it's changed my life, I met my best friend through there, and it's so impactful. And I think this was what was meant to be of it when it was created. The CEO and creator is a woman named Gabby Frost. I will link her Twitter, Instagram, and all that below, but and she is just an incredible woman for creating this. And she actually created this because she was saying the same thing I was saying, but she actually did something about it, and she created something wonderful. That's why I want to make a video saying how much I love the Buddy Project, and I want more people to find out about it. So I know I'm not no popular YouTuber, and hey, I haven't even decided if this is gonna be my first or second video, but you know what, might as well try. And that's what Gabby did. She just tried it and she threw an idea out there, and look what it made of it. It's an amazing organization, and I just support it so much. So I will link Gabby's video down below, and I believe she talks about it more in depth. I will link the Twitter to the Buddy Project and the Instagram, and I think they may have a Facebook. I'll have to double check. And they just ended sales, but sometimes they will sell little shirts like this, Stronger Than the Stigma, and then it has the www.buddy-project.org, and I'll link the website down below too, which will show you how to connect with buddies, and maybe I'll make another video walking you through this and how to sign up. But I believe that Gabby talks about that in that video. If you have any further questions, you can comment down below, and that's about it. If you would like to contribute to the Buddy Project making an app, I will put the little donate thing below. I believe the minimum is either $5 or $10, which I know can seem like a lot, but it was highly appreciated. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and especially if you watched the whole thing, I super duperly appreciate it. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to say that. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hi everyone, I am so sorry for the background noise because of my family, the shaky camera because of my hand, and the up-close angle. I just forgot to include that they actually are selling t-shirts, sweaters, and hoodies right now. Prices $20, $25, and $35, and I can say these are so comfortable. I love this. I wear it all the time. The only difference is it won't say Stronger Than the Stigma. It actually has the little BP logo, which is a little globe and so it's a little circle, and it's basically the world, and it says BP on it, of course standing for Buddy Project. And they're really cute, and I would so recommend you getting them. And they stopped selling them May 1st, so I would go get them right now. And if you don't want to do that and you just want to donate, I just checked, and the minimum donating price is $10. So if you could buy a t-shirt, sweater, or hoodie, that would be great. If you could donate, that would be great. If you could just spread awareness about the Buddy Project, that would be great. I'm so sorry I forgot all this. Thank you for staying tuned.
Bye!